Hey, this is Ari Koinuma speaking, and today we are going to, because I happen to have both of them here, Wampler cranked AC pedal compared with Tech 21 Liverpool. So here's the clean tone, and I'm playing a Strat with a bridge pickup. Okay, here's the cranked AC. And here's Liverpool. I intentionally sort of set it to be somewhat similar sounding. Not really similar sounding. Let's see if I can tweak it a little bit to be a little closer. Alright, so I don't know if you could tell the difference on the video, but the cranked AC sounds sort of a bit more livelier, has sort of a better, sort of faster attack and sort of a more response to it, which I know is kind of hard to come across in the videos. Because it's a 3-knob pedal. I mean, obviously its range is kind of limited. We can just darken it, make it seem kind of far away, or we can brighten it, get more kerrang. But just overall, just the response is really excellent. We can just go low gain. To higher distortion. I don't want to be too loud. So it's definitely a sort of a Brian May side of Vox sound. Definitely, it just the low end gets somewhat tighter when you turn up the gain, so it can almost sound martially in a way. So it's really not for the the very faithful recreation of AC tone, but at the same time, it might just really fit somebody's sweet spot, if you're not really looking for a purist kind of a Vox sound. Now on the other hand, the Liverpool, it just every knob has a huge range, so I could just mid-range. scooped. And wow, it's so loud. I mean, it's hardly recognizable with EQ this fat, but the character knob, it to me it acts kind of like a pre-gain mid control. So if you turn it up, the gain gets more. To if you turn it down, then it's thinner, cleaner sound. You can turn up the gain more. With this one, you get more of that chimey top end of what you expect from Vox. I'll put it in the in-between position. So it just has a huge range of sounds, and but the difference between the cranked AC and the Liverpool is the Liverpool doesn't quite have the dynamic response or the immediate attack of the cranked AC, while the Liverpool has more sag to it, and then it doesn't quite have the dynamic range. So on one hand, it's a little easier to play. But on the other hand, it doesn't quite have the range of sort of liveliness or expressions that you can get from cranked AC. You definitely feel a little bit more like your like a modeling kind of thing. It just the range of expression isn't quite as good, and your guitar feels a little bit more like a trigger than playing through a real amp kind of thing. More like a model of an amp. So anyway. Here they are, the Cranked AC and the Liverpool. They're both really, really excellent pedals. Cranked AC is great for that live amp feel, and Vox meets Brian May meets Marshall kind of sound. While the Liverpool is great for its huge range of sounds, and for and of course for the direct recording too. So they both serve different needs. So they're both worth checking out. All right, thanks. I'll see you next time.